Oh, it's very important for me to be here. First of all, this is where it all started for me in Toronto. I've always got the support over my career, and when NBA Nation asked me to come and do this event, I was like, "Oh, where in Scarborough in Toronto? I'll be there," because it's so important for me to give back because, like I said, I got a lot of support when I was here, and the fans really, really just it was some ups and downs, and they were in the bunker with us. So. In this tour, it's been going around 5 cities, Edmonton, Vancouver, Halifax, Toronto, to name a few. And this is the last stop on the tour. And Jerome Williams was on the Halifax tour, JYD, shout out to JY, doing big things, doing this thing. It's just important to come back and show the kids, that, hey, they can come and touch you, and say, hey, here's a guy who represented this city, and I'm trying to pass it on. One of the things I learned was, we had some great seasons, and we had some bad seasons where we didn't make the playoffs. And I would just say one of the biggest things I learned was it's going to be some ups and downs, but always give it 100%. And that's what I try to pass on to the kids. It's going to be some things that aren't always going to go your way. You may have some goals that you may not accomplish, but shoot for the moon, and get high as you can. And get as far as you can. Canada basketball is real, and you look at the guys coming out. Had a couple #1 picks: Andrew Wiggins, Bennett, Tristan Thompson, just to name a few. I think that for one, this country loves basketball, and to have guys coming out of here, representing, playing in the NBA and doing a lot of great things, and also coming from the era that we played. I think like I said, I think it was important for us to pass on whatever we could, and a lot of those guys, when they run into us or when they ran into us, those were the guys who were, picking our brain or challenging us and stuff like that. And it's interesting to see them in the position they are now, but they deserve it, and those kids work. And Canada basketball is real. I see a lot of similarities. For one, there's a couple playoff runs that we had that people didn't think we were going to make the playoffs. They shut us down. One year the Vince was hurt, and they didn't think we were going to make the playoffs, and we won 14 or 15 out of 17 games and made the playoffs. And the team last year, people didn't expect them to be where they were. They didn't know if Lowry was going to be gone or not, and he started playing well. Well, he's playing well all season, but then DeMar started playing better, and the team just started meshing, and they start, next thing you know, they have 48, 49 wins for the season, and people counted them out. And that's one thing that they've done when we were there a few times. And this team, they got a lot of potential, tough. DeMar went over to FIBA and get some experience over there. I'm looking for him to come back and become more of a leader and take his game to an even higher level. So I'm excited about this season. What do I miss most? Well, I'm here all the time.
That's always good.
Yeah. I mean, coming to the games, and even when when I was playing and I would be walking around the city, just the excitement. People would come up and say, "Hey, good luck in the playoffs this year. Or we pulling for you?" And that's always the stuff that kind of stick out for me, because Toronto kind of reminds me of where I'm from, with the blue collar, punch in and go to work, and get off and leave every ounce of blood and sweat, with that work and the obstacle that you were doing. And that's how, that's kind of how this city is, and they appreciate hard work. I feel like Jurassic Park, I was kind of, I don't want to say jealous, but I was like, wow, why we had Jurassic Park when I was there? 10,000 fans sitting outside and getting ready for the game and watching the game on the big screen. It's great, it's exciting, and Canada basketball has kept growing, and people love basketball here, and they love the team, and you want to see them succeed, you want to see them do well, and from last year, it's really some excitement built up for this year.